Ah, what a beautiful sight. My snow ball pythons. That's the my TSK axanthic albinos, so the double recessives. Produces what we call snow. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. I got Logan and Aria here, and Shayla's in the back crying a little bit, but we're going to be going into the snake room. You know, we were in the snake room a little earlier, so we're kind of doing this afterwards. But today, we're going to be looking at, I don't even know where we looked at today, to be honest. We moved the fire diamonds. We moved some fire diamond boas into the colder room in some big vision cages. So I know the boas are going to really like that. They got more room to move around, and right? Because the boas like to have more room, right, Ari? Yeah. They got more room to move around. Plus, they're going to be able to get a little cooler in that room, and I think that's going to be a key.
Look at this, guys.
Logan has a, what do you have, a soccer ball? Logan did very well in his report card. He got A's, so congratulations to Logan.
A's.
2 A's in math and reading. But, whoa.
I messed up one.
Pretty good.
There you go.
Pretty cool. And we're going to take a look at the outdoor enclosures as well. We were putting the Bredli Python that I have, the big female stonewash, which is a recessive trait. We're going to be putting her outside in the other enclosure we have for her because I finally got my locks.
Guys, look at me.
Everyone's showing off today for the camera. Okay, good job. And we're going to be taking a look and see if any boas are locking up because we put the males with some of the females. I haven't put them all together yet. I'm little by little getting them all together. And, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that today. So let's head into the snake room. And then on the outro, I want to talk to you a little bit about a new website that I just set up. So stay tuned. We got some hungry sulcata tortoises this morning. My albinos are getting so big that they can almost climb out of the tub, which is a little scary. I really have to figure out how to set up some kind of outdoor enclosure for these guys. Now that I'm an outdoor enclosure type of guy. They're like, you're disturbing us eating. We don't want to hear you talking. They were just munching away. But I love these guys. They've been eating hay, they've been eating a lot of lettuce, and they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I need an idea for some sort of outdoor enclosure where they can kind of roam around and build them a little heat box or something like that. I gotta get my friend Chase on this. He can build anything. I gotta just come up with the concept, I guess. These guys are big. I don't think any birds of prey are picking these guys off now. They're really heavy, you know. It would be hard to lift these guys off the ground. So I think they'd be safe outside now. All right, guys, it's the morning. We're looking at the snakes. Look how active they are. It's chilly out. Logan, close that door a little bit. They're climbing around. They're doing what they love. These olive pythons love the branches. Logan, stay away. You're going to get bit in the face. You don't want to get bit by these guys. He's going up to his hide box. Look at that. He's going into his hide box to warm up a little bit, I guess. That's actually the girl, and there's the boy down there. He's chilling. But they love their outdoor enclosures, and that's awesome, right?
Does that one bite?
Well, any snake can bite.
That one's going up at the top.
Okay, yeah, you just don't want to touch their mouths because they can. These snakes sometimes are a little unpredictable. Olive pythons are not, you know, like ball pythons and boas. So we don't want to take a chance. Yeah, and then we have the other ones that are kind of just chilling in the other cage over there.
No, wait, I touched that one too, and that one.
Yeah, just. All right, we got to go to school, guys. So we moved the Super Fire Diamond and Fire Diamond, single copy, the Super Fire being the white black-eyed leucistic. We moved them to the 6-foot vision cage in the colder room, in my Australia room, as I call it, the other day. And it looks like we already got some like breeding action going on. So maybe there's something to the fact that the fire gene needs to be put into a colder environment for them to breed, because I've been having a lot of trouble. Like I said, I don't mind admitting when I don't know what the hell I'm doing about something or something doesn't go right. But I have not had any luck breeding fires. And I have a feeling that it was because I wasn't getting them cool enough. So here we go. You see it right here. This could be the answer that we've been looking for. Ah, what a beautiful sight. My snow ball pythons. That's the my TSK axanthic albinos, so double recessives. Produces what we call snow, and they're blocked. They breed every year for me. You know what? The last couple of years though, the babies, the eggs look great, and the babies just, I don't know what happened. They just all never went the whole full distance, or they went the distance and they just were dead, or they weren't fully developed. And I've gotten so many good clutches from this girl. I just think she might just be too old. I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I love my snows, and the snow babies really always sold very well because people just love white, a really nice white looking ball python. They're really beautiful when they're born. They're like pinkish white. So we'll see. It's a good start to the season for sure. All right, there's our Mata turtle. I see like he's going hunting there. I was going to see if he snags any fish. He usually doesn't eat them unless we put him in a separate container. He's very lazy. He's a very lazy feeder. Unless you shove it in front of his face. He's like my son. My son doesn't like to eat unless he's starving. They just ambush predators. They'll just sit there. They're patient. They don't go after anything, and they just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait until something swims like right in front of its mouth, and then you suck it right in. I got a lot of fish in there now. We put a lot of fish in here. My fancy guppies, my male fancy tail guppies were eaten. I think he ate those. The only ones I didn't want him to eat, he ate. So it was a very expensive dinner he had. I hope he enjoyed it. I think we have one fancy female left. So maybe we'll get some. Maybe we'll have some white babies in here after all. Some white-tailed babies in here after all. Some albinos. I think that was one of the females that survived right there. We'll have to see. I have some tetras. I don't know where those tetras and little. I don't even know what that is. A rasbora, maybe. All right, guys, we are over here at the older enclosure, our original enclosure we haven't used yet. I got my stonewash Bredli Python here, and she's going in here, and this is going to be her new home outside here. We still have to, we don't really need a heat box right now. It's pretty warm, but I'm going to put one, I got to put a thermostat on the radiant heat panel we bought for this. It's going to sit in that little hut up there. But look at her. I put her in there. She went right onto the branch. She's like, wow, climbing. That's what I want to do. Now, this enclosure is not as glamorous as the other ones we just set up. This was one that was given to me also by the same person, Chase Anderson, who built me the other ones. He built this for an iguana he had. But this is going to do fine for these Bredlis because they're not that big. They got plenty of branches to climb. They got a place to go to get out of the weather. And then they're going to have the ability to warm up there if they need to. These snakes really need to get cool during the winter time. They're spring breeders, however, so they'll breed in the spring, but they need to be wintered. And if they don't get cold enough, they don't go. This past year, I don't think I got her cold enough. She didn't go. The year before that, she laid eggs. So this year, we'll definitely going to breed her. And I'm not sure if I'm going to cohabitate the male with her or not. I haven't decided. Because he hasn't, you know what, he hasn't been eating since he's been with her, because I think he just wants a breeder. And so I think I'm going to keep him alone, put him in like a tub and just, get him eating again. Build them up a little bit. She's pretty big. As you can see, Bredli Pythons do get really big. I think they're bigger than carpets, size-wise. And we don't feed her a lot. She's very long, She's probably almost as long as the albino and the het albino olive pythons. And I got to tell you, the thing about Bredlis is they're so sweet. They just never, I don't think she's ever struck at me, ever. She's a voracious eater, I'll give her that much, but she does not, like, I can just put my hand in there and grab her. She doesn't care. And they make great pets. I think if you're into like an Australian looking carpet python, like stuff like snake that has a lot of reds in them, this is definitely a good snake as a pet. Good display snake. They like to climb and move around, and I think she's gonna. I'm interested to see how her coloring is gonna look now that she's outside with UV light. I think she's gonna get more red, so we'll keep an eye on her. happy we got another snake outside. All right, Pablo and I are moving all the fire diamonds into this room. We talked about yesterday, we got the super fire diamond and the fire diamond male in here. This cage is a little small, it's a 6-footer, but it's not as quite as high as this one was. We got our Key West fire, it's also sharp albino, female. She's big, she hasn't bred for me either. With our hypo fire head sharp male. So hopefully these guys might, in this cooler environment, do some breeding. I've never seen them locked, not once. I've been cohabitating these guys for like 2 years too, just letting them stay together. And I haven't gotten anything. They do like each other though, I will say that. This gorgeous, gorgeous crystal boa had me very worried for a few weeks. She was having some really weird poops and she was not eating at all. And then it looked like she was in shed, which obviously she shed. And I thought maybe she was sick. I don't know why she would have been sick, but she was just not being herself. And I gave her a little metronidazole to help settle her tummy a little bit. You know, that helps their digestion a little bit. Sometimes if they have an irritated bowel, it can help them calm it down a little bit. And I fed her a rat today and she just ate it. So sometimes you have to just, you know, watch these snakes and they'll get sick like any other person can get sick. You know, your kids get sick, you know, snake can get sick. You could eat something, you know, weird that bothered their stomach, or maybe they, you know, catch a little, you never know, parasite. I don't know what would cause something like that. But like I said, I gave her some metronidazole, a dose of it, because she had a little bit of diarrhea. And then, you know, I just left her alone. I didn't bother her for a few weeks. And then I just offered her right now and she gobbled it down. So that's just a lesson to be learned. Don't panic. Sometimes, you know, the animal's not gonna die. You just have to be, you know, observant and treat symptoms. You know, usually when they have a bowel that's bothering them or something like their poops are off, first thing I give is metronidazole, which is Flagyl. And, you know, I get it from I buy it from like a website that sells fish supplies. You can buy powdered metronidazole. You just have to know how to dilute it. I just literally dilute it with water, and I put it in my refrigerator and I dose it accordingly, and I just squirt it down their throat with a feeding syringe, and it works. So it's good to have on hand for animals that are troubled feeders or animals that have some bowel issues. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some outdoor stuff, some indoor stuff. We got some breeding action going on. We got Logan and Aria here. But what I want to talk to you about is I have my new auction site up now on PalumbosPythons.com. We're going to be auctioning off some animals. So it's going to give you guys an opportunity to get some good deals on some higher end animals and some of the lower end animals, some pet quality stuff, some breeder stuff, some multi-gene stuff. I want to give people the opportunity to be able to buy snakes, you know, for auction prices, meaning that sometimes you get a great deal, sometimes you might pay, you know, full retail. There's always going to be a buy now option. So if you want to buy it before someone else, you know, snags it or wins an auction, you can do that. If you want to bid and see if you can get a good deal, and that's up there as well. So we're going to start off with maybe only a couple of snakes, see how it goes. I want to get the word out that the auction site is there. And then every day I'll be putting up different snakes. So maybe every 2 days or so we'll be putting up different snakes. I don't like to run auctions for like a week straight. It's like too long. I think people lose interest. I always lose interest in auctions that run too long. The great thing is that if you get outbid, you'll be sent a WhatsApp text message if you put your cell phone in there, which is great. So you'll know if you're outbid. But I would keep checking the site if you're interested in a certain animal.
We have our soccer.
You auctioning that soccer ball off too? No, you got to keep that for practice.
It's not her real soccer.
Aria scored 2 goals, right, Ari, at your soccer game?
I'm the winner.
You're the winner? I don't know if you're the winner, but you did score 2 goals, so congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations for me. 2 goals
That's
is nothing.
Yeah. Well, you're not even playing soccer this year, right? You're going to play next year? Again? Yeah, Logan played before. He's doing gymnastics now, so. I love going on auction sites because I like to get in there and look at stuff that maybe I wasn't even thinking about buying. Maybe stuff I never even saw, because you know what? Morph Market is awesome and I sell a lot of stuff on there, but you can't, there's so many snakes on there that sometimes people just don't see some really good deals, or some snakes maybe that are genetic combinations they never even thought of. So I'm going to try to put up some unique snakes on the auction website, palumbospythons.com, every couple days, and then you guys can check it out. And if you guys get a good deal for yourself, or if you find a snake you really want and like, then you can do it. So it gives you an opportunity to pick up something that you didn't even know you really wanted, or that you really needed in your collection. But I'm going to be putting up some unique snakes there. I'm going to be putting up some snakes that are slightly older, breeders, males and females that were former breeders, and I think that's going to give you an opportunity to pick up some cool stuff. I always love sites like that, so I said, you know what, I want to start something that I would like to go to, and that's what we did. So check out palumbospythons.com and check out the newest auctions up there. All right, guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.